Yeah, when I think it was a month after, 2 months, I got released from Dallas, and I was sitting at my dining room table. Remember, I opened up my laptop and just started thinking, what is something that I want to get into? What is one of the things that interests me the most as far as business? I knew I wanted to get in business. I knew I wanted to be a part of a business, whether it was investment or building my own thing. I started looking around, what is something that I could do? Crowdfunding. So I started looking, what are the good crowdfunding sites? Because I'm just not going to put my money online to something I can't see. So I was scrolling through, and then all of a sudden I just saw this word YOLO, and I didn't know what it was at first. So then I click on the button, see it's alcohol, it's liquor. So what type of liquor? It's rum. Okay, this is interesting. I'm Caribbean, so I love rum. It's a part of my culture. My mom and dad. My dad's from the Bahamas. My mom's from Trinidad. Or my dad is Bahamian. Let me correct you. My dad is Bahamian. My mom is from Trinidad, and they have rum all over the place. I grew up with it. I know the smell of it. We had rum cakes. My aunts and uncles would just douse our cakes with rum, and my parents would always tell me, "Don't eat that because you'll get drunk." Like funny stuff. So I immediately gravitated towards that, and I asked them if they could sponsor my golf tournament coming up in 2018. And this was 17 when I had found them, and we were talking. It was me and Sam that were talking originally, and all of a sudden, they just got really busy, and they didn't get back to me for almost like 6 months, 7 months, and I was mad because I was just like, man, I invested $200 in the crowdfunding, by the way, and I was thinking, well, shoot, I invested. I would at least think that I would get some type of response from them. And Sam ended up hitting me back up around, I think it was maybe September, August or September, and long email. I mean, just apologizing left and right. I guess he thought I was going to be super pissed, and I wasn't, because I understood. They were busy, and some of the things that they were starting to do, they were really gearing up to take off, and I sympathize with that, and for them to double back or for Sam to come back and let me know some of the things that were going on, I respected that. So then next, it led into doing the podcast with WIGNZ and Phil, and then shortly after that, man, it was just, through the podcast, it was a different type of connection. Like, it was one of those where we felt like we knew each other for years, and it was funny because I never spoke to either one of them besides Sam. And then when I got on the podcast, we just started speaking about YOLO and why I liked it, because they gave me a care package, so I did get to try it beforehand, and I loved it. Then we just started going into detail about what they were doing in the community and what their plans were going forward with the brand, and how they wanted to include everybody that had invested and make sure everybody was in the loop and make sure everybody was still excited about where the brand was heading. And then it was probably a few months later, me and Phil, WIGNZ, and Sam, we were all just constantly just talking about ideas on what to do and how to push it forward. And an opportunity came where I invited them to a conference so they could just put on display how good this drink is. And they smashed it. I mean, for them coming in, not really knowing what it was going to be like, everybody really responded well to the group. It wasn't necessarily about the liquor itself that was great. It was the energy that those guys brought to the conference that really made a lasting impression on what YOLO really is. And that's for everybody just to have fun, everybody to enjoy life. YOLO stands for you only live once, and that is true. We only get one life to live, and you got to enjoy it as best you can. And me really being around those guys, it has felt like that every single time. And we've built a great relationship ever since then. For only knowing each other for such a short while, it is really refreshing to know that we have built a team, we have built a relationship that is pretty good, and it will continue to be good going forward because everybody is on the same page to build the brand the right way and represent it the right way. And I think that the best is yet to come with YOLO, and I definitely appreciate those guys. I definitely appreciate the whole team of YOLO, even the investors involved, for sticking with us and continuing support and listening to me. I definitely appreciate it. And once again, cheers.